the Biden team is hoping for moments like what happened yesterday when Donald Trump was talking about his former White House physician, Ronnie Jackson, at an event in Michigan.
I think you should take a cognitive test like I did. I took a cognitive test and I aced it. Dr. Ronnie Johnson, does everyone know Ronnie Johnson, congressman from Texas? He was the White House doctor. And he said I was the healthiest president he feels in history, so I liked him very much.
So he called him Ronnie Johnson. It's Jackson. Not the biggest mistake in the world, but of course he was talking about in the context of a cognitive test that he aced, and Joe Biden should too. Then he calls him Ronnie Johnson. That goes to the point of setting the bar very low that Biden may have to just step over that bar.
Right, and if that happens during the debate, no doubt the president will try and point that out to everyone. And within 10 minutes of the debate ending, it will be a campaign ad. The Biden campaign has started to hit back against this perception that the president isn't fit mentally to serve by highlighting all of these gaffes that Trump makes on the campaign trail. In that meeting with congressional leaders the other day, he said that Milwaukee was a horrible city. Quickly, people came out and basically said, well, he was talking about the crime rate, et cetera, et cetera. But
there was about 50 different explanations.
Yeah, exactly. And everyone, it wasn't really a very smart thing to say when you're having a convention in Milwaukee and trying to win Wisconsin. That's the kind of thing Trump comes up with now and again.
Within the issue of cognition and cognitive ability that has been brought up with Trump and in some cases with Biden as well, how do voters feel about the particular issue?
Yeah, they feel that both of these guys are too old. A lot of the commentary has so far been on Biden's age being too old. But the fact is, according to the voters, both of these guys are too old. Yes, a higher percentage believe that Biden is too old to be president than Trump. You see it on your screen there. 79% believe Biden's too old to be president. But the fact of the matter is 54%, a majority believe Trump is too old, too. So voters would be very happy if we had two completely new guys. But the fact is they are stuck with two guys that the majority at least feel are too old.
My panel is back. Okay. What is your reaction to that?
Who among us?
I mean, look, of course, we all make mistakes. I make mistakes. But, you do it when you're ridiculing the cognitive ability of your opponent. That's different.
Yeah, that's certainly a fair point. But I do think honestly, the biggest test that we're going to see is this debate that's coming up, right? This is the earliest presidential debate, general election debate that we've ever seen, at least in modern memory, right? So in terms of cognitive test or whatnot, the proof is really going to be in how each candidate handles himself on that debate stage when they're contrasting ideas against each other and seeing who performs the best. So we're going to have a true test coming up in the next week or so.
I mean, go ahead.
No, I broadly agree with that. But I mean, look, the entire thing is preposterous. Like the fact that you have Donald Trump up here arguing, we should take a cognitive test. My dear, dear friend whose name I can't remember or accurately repeat while I'm trying to dunk on Joe Biden. I mean, it's just it's embarrassing, honestly. It's embarrassing. It also kind of shows the futility, I think, of this line of attack. I mean, people see Joe Biden. They saw him on the world stage. They saw him at the G7. You had the Chancellor of Germany talking about how sharp Biden is driving the allies forward as Russia is on the march. I mean, there are serious people attesting to Biden's capability in the job, and then you have Donald Trump up arguing that they should take a cognitive test and he can't even remember his doctor's name. So, it's embarrassing.
And voters, of course, will assess that and come to the debate.
We all admire the U.S. Navy. So when you put a clip of someone in a naval uniform on television attesting to the mental fitness of Donald Trump, of course we believe it. And only some of us will remember, wait a minute, was that the guy who was busted from admiral to captain because of alcohol and sexual misconduct? Was that the guy who, as White House doctor, was prescribing dangerous drugs at a rate 10, 100 times ever before seen in a White House? I worked in the Bush White House. The idea that I would go to the White House doctor and say, give me opioids, unimaginable. But lots of people, including maybe the president, were getting massive quantities, unprecedented quantities of drugs from that doctor's office. That was the doctor who signed his name to obvious lies about Trump's height and weight. We can all judge height and weight. Any one of us who's been to a county fair, and we can see that Donald Trump is not a prize heifer. but he signed his name. So it is amusing that Trump can't remember his name, but it's alarming what that person said. And when we play the clip, we have to have the context. That is not a person whose word you can take.
I mean, we'll see. I mean, it's all about expectation setting. And Trump keeps setting these very low bars about Joe Biden. And Joe Biden may easily clear those bars